Hello from the trail. We're sitting down with my friend. I'm not going to say his name yet because he's going to answer that. But this will be, I think, the second interviews from the trail. And today I'm going to let my friend tell you his name and his trail name, where he's from. And we've got 10 questions that I'm going to go with. And so we're kind of hanging out at the hiker hostel. It's beautiful here. It's called Sunnyside Inn in, what's the town?
Hot Springs, North Carolina.
That's right, Hot Springs, North Carolina. And so let's start with number one, share your name and where you're from.
My name is Hudson, and I live in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, Atlanta, Georgia. Number two, what is your trail name, if you have one, and how did you get it?
Well, my trail name is Hookie.
Okay.
And the reason I have it is because I'm not going to school this year, and so I'm playing hooky. And
okay, so to clarify, I did hear that you're going to school, but it's a different type, right? What kind of school?
Yeah, I'm doing homeschool. My grandmother,
that's right,
Little Step, is homeschooling me.
Okay, so see, kids out there would go crazy if they heard you're not going to school.
Yeah.
So we know you're going to school.
Yeah.
All right. Number three, why are you hiking? Or what hiking experience do you have? What reason are you out here hiking, maybe? Let's start with that.
Well, I'm hiking because, there's two reasons.
Okay.
So I want to build up my leg muscle because I run cross country and track. And so I want to build up my leg muscle for that. And because I think it'll be an amazing experience that I will never forget.
I think that excellent answers, and I believe they're both true. You're going to build up crazy leg muscles.
Yeah.
The cross-country guys are going to be envious.
Yeah.
And also, it is going to be an experience you won't forget. I'm sure of that. So that is an excellent answer. Number four. Well, no, we said, why are you hiking AT? So the next one is, do you have any hiking experience?
I've been hiking with my grandparents since I was about 2
Whoa, okay.
years old. So I have a good amount of hiking experience. I also hike around with my dogs and my mom and her friends and my dad and all of them.
So it sounds like hiking is kind of a family thing.
Yes, and my grandfather hiked it with my uncles in
Yeah, I heard he did a through hike in 2018, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
With, it was originally 4 of my uncles, and then 3 of them ended up going, but 1 of them finished.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So number 5 is, what is your favorite experience so far on the trail?
Well, I really enjoyed Max Patch and that view.
Mm-hmm.
And like how you could see all around you. Yeah. And it was absolutely amazing.
Do you remember those steps going up Max Patch?
Yeah.
That was a lot of work. Yeah.
Yeah, that was some work. I also loved right after Clingman's Dome on the way down, that like enchanted forest kind of thing.
I videoed that just because it was so different.
Yeah.
So that's a good memory. That enchanted, it was really dark green, right?
Yeah. Like with all the moss and and the uprooted trees, how they were so big.
Yes, I took pictures of those. Gigantic. Yeah.
Yeah, some of them looked like Bigfoot.
And what I noticed is when we saw that forest, I had never seen that on the trail so far. Yeah. That was the first time.
That was the first time. It had always been like dead trees because it was winter time yeah.
So that's your favorite experience. So the next one is one thing you didn't expect, like by being out here. What's something you learned that you didn't expect?
That I didn't expect to learn?
Yeah, or that you didn't think would happen on trail.
Well, I never thought I would get to experience when I got to hike over a tree that had fallen 15 minutes before we got there. And it was holding on by one root, so it was moving up and down. It was like an uprooted tree. And you could see the trail where it used to be on the ground. And there wasn't even a trail that hikers had made around it.
Oh, so it was that fresh.
Yeah, we went under the ground. And it was moving up and down. And it was crazy.
That's a pretty good one. Anything else? Something else you didn't expect? What about being at a nice hostel like this and having a
Oh,
shower and clean
yeah,
hair
I
and clean
love
clothes?
I love
So
showering.
fix your hair if I messed it up.
Oh.
So okay. So I got to tell y'all, when he came in, he was some kind of dirty orange.
Yeah.
He looked like he needed a shower, and I'm like, send this kid a shower, because
Yeah.
if you'll notice in one of the videos, he was a couple days ago, he was collecting firewood for us. Actually, Easter morning.
Yeah.
He's so good to have around, because he would, like, I was tired, I wasn't collecting any firewood, but I could rely on Hudson Hookie. He would get firewood for us, and he kept it going at night. And then the next day, he had firewood ready for us, at breakfast time. So
Yeah.
awesome. So what is your favorite piece of gear, maybe, like that's in your backpack, or something that you're using hiking that's your favorite?
Well, I spend a lot of time with my knife whittling.
Really? Okay.
So at some of the different shelters, I'll get some pieces of wood and make different animals. Like I've
Okay.
made like a pig, a whale. I made a bird. I made a rhino.
Wow, I got to see some of these animals sometime. Maybe I'll include a picture after our interview. Do you know my grandfather a long time ago would sit out in front of his garage, and he had a special knife blade just for whittling.
Wow.
And there's actually a special type of wood. I think it's cedar and some other wood that is really smooth to do whittling. So that's your favorite piece of gear, is the knife? Or do you have a
well,
second one?
I think I've really enjoyed my GoPro too.
Oh, I didn't know you're GoProing. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I also have a YouTube.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah,
What is it?
It's
Tell me what it is. And
my middle name
Okay.
is Six,
6
like SIX.
XA.
And so you know how the joke 789.
Yeah.
But since my middle name's Six, I wanted to do 687.
Mm-hmm.
So it's called 687, and it's SIX space ATE space SEVEN.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll make sure I put a link to your YouTube.
Nice.
So it'll be awesome. You probably have more followers than I do, so that's awesome. Okay. So I didn't know. So your knife and your GoPro were two of your favorite things.
Yeah, those are my
Okay.
two favorite things.
All right. Number 8. Anything you didn't need that maybe you want to get rid of, or you need to ship home? Like, did you bring something that you end up not needing?
For the past week, my thermal pants.
Oh, okay. I could see that.
I've just been wearing shorts this whole time. It's been so hot.
It's starting to get warm. Okay, so
Yeah.
but when we get in the mountains, you might need them still a little bit, but
Yeah.
you haven't worn them lately. Anything else that like you haven't really needed, but you packed and it's like this extra weight?
Not really. I feel like I did a pretty
did a
good
good-
job
Okay.
packing.
Packing what you needed.
Yeah, I mean, there's magnets on my straps that don't work because one of the magnet parts is gone, so it's just extra weight just sitting there.
Oh, okay.
And yeah.
How do you
so,
feel about extra weight?
I mean,
I don't like it. And I want to
don't
get rid of
like
any
it.
extra weight.
Yeah.
So
But for some reason, I just feel like I can't feel it unless it's like more than 6 ounces. I just can't feel the difference sometimes.
So what is the main thing you miss about being on trail? Like something from back home that you miss that you can't do while you're on trail?
Play with my dogs.
Oh, okay. So today, that's good you said that. What's your dog's name?
My dogs' names are Frankie and Sully.
Okay. One good thing today here at the hostel, we had a special treat.
Yeah.
There is a whippet, which is a mini greyhound. And what's the dog's name? Do you know?
Sappho.
Sappho. So he's been playing with Sappho, throwing the ball, and I think Sappho really enjoyed that. So
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you missed, the dogs. And number 10 is anything you'd like to close with. So it's really like I came up with 9, and you get to do number 10.
Well, I was gonna tell you a story about when we took a 0 day.
Okay.
Right after the Smokies in this little town called Cosby,
Mm-hmm.
I think it was, and we were in this like RV campground because my grandparents own an RV that we
Okay.
travel around in, and it was midnight, and I heard these weird sounds coming from a tree across the river, and so I went out there with my headlamp and I looked.
At midnight, you got
Yes.
out of the RV.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty
Well,
brave.
we have a pop-up tent.
Oh, okay.
So I was in there.
Okay.
But yeah, and I climbed down the ladder, went over there, and I see 3 raccoons sitting in a tree just staring at me, and they were making this weird noise like a bird.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like, is that some kind of bird or
Yeah.
what? I was not expecting raccoons.
They call them trash pandas and
Yeah.
dumpster divers. And
Trash pandas, yeah. I saw some at an RV park not an RV park, like a rest area a couple years ago that had climbed out of the trash can as my sister was going to throw away something and like jump scared her.
You know, what we didn't mention, I'm sure some people are going to be curious, is we never mentioned your age. So I heard you're 12 years old.
Yeah, I'm 12.
And you're going to have a birthday on trail.
Yeah, I am.
When do you turn 13?
August 24th.
Okay, and I'm in July, so I hope to finish by my birthday.
Oh,
And maybe
yeah.
you too, right? Want to finish the trail by your birthday to be home by then? No?
I don't know. Maybe
We're
I get
taking-
to go back to Atlanta for my birthday, though.
We're taking it slow and easy, and the goal is to enjoy the journey.
Yeah.
Right? And so, well, that's all we have. This is, again, I think it's interview number 2, or we could say our first, the first kid. And this was really good, and I thank you for your time. He took time to write down his answers, and I hope you all enjoy it. And it's good to get a different perspective of, life on the trail. So
Yeah.
thank you, and we'll see you next interview.